next in manga is Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 219, Buff Part 4. So at the end, I hope
It's not. I don't think it's the end. It's a weird position.
But I think it's a bit deep though. He's basically yeah. Sukuna was fighting Yorozu. We had a bit of flashback about Yorozu. We find out why she why she loved Sukuna when they met
so much.
We don't know who actually attacked her. If it was Yorame or Sukuna, we actually know because probably was.
They didn't show it.
I don't know if that's how she died. Then could be, might not be, but yeah. So what? No, so it's interesting chapter because she does like her domain expansion, and she does an ability called Perfect Spear. So she does these two powerful abilities, yeah, and then he just summons what's it? Is it Mahora, isn't it? Mahora, yeah.
Yeah.
Who we haven't seen since chapter 70 when Sukuna released his domain expansion to kill him.
Yep.
And he just one-shots her. What? For me, it's a waste of time. This whole thing has been a waste of time. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Eugene, man.
Huh?
I agree.
Damn, waste of time. You as well lose time, man. What you need?
Because he was basically sitting there, allowing her just to have fun and then just go boop.
Well, this is it. And I think the writing for me, it was just like, why are you bringing in these characters, and like gassing the thing up, giving them flashbacks, and the next page you get one shot. You know what I mean? It's just whatever, man.
Nah, man. I'm standing firm on what I said last time, bro. Is the purpose of showing my man the depths of which darkness can go and make you be there. Then what did you see at the end of the chapter? My man's there. He's in the fetal position.
That's deep. This whole arc is, first of all, is deep because
since
Megami, since chapter 1, his thing has been trying to save his sister, has been in a coma. She's had literally 5 chapters where she's not been in a coma. Now she's might be dead. That's just That's
she's
mad.
Dead.
Good.
She's definitely dead.
Well,
That's the point. We don't know she's dead, but
when she put her hand out, and the little particles were coming off her, like she was done.
Well,
that could just be like her power, innit? Or like,
different thing in it. But you know what? I'll say one thing.
You're right.
In one respect, I respect the author because he's like just like whatever, man. I'm just gonna do what I'm just gonna say. I want to tell. I'm not doing a Hollywood nonsense here. So I respect that in one sense, where it's like, I'll give a dark ending, no character safe, even though she's had like 2 scenes or whatever. It's Megami's sister who's trying to say there's no plot. It feels like there's no plot armor. It's like we're watching like a reality.
Yeah.
But I just feel bad for some of these characters are getting murked. Like she was in a coma since chapter 1, and you're like, okay, she's in a coma. Megami's gonna try and save her. He sees her, and she's like, oh, that's not me. And then he gets turned to Sukuna, and now he's killed her. That's deep, bro. That is deep, man.
I like it. I feel like that's good writing, man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's good writing. And then like it's building it, like even though we might say that she's quote unquote of a wasted character right now, right? But it's building up Sukuna's like myth.
What? Why? Sukuna, we already know how strong he is.
We know, but we don't know though. We don't.
You know. He's called the king of cursed spirits, so that
come on, bro. How many anime and how many manga have you seen where they're guessing up someone? Oh, yeah, this guy's the strongest guy, and you never see them do anything. So now we're getting it.
We saw him cut down an entire city with his domain expansion.
That was like one little small thing. Now this is like an extended beast.
Domain expansion. He cut down a whole city and killed like hundreds of people. We know how strong he is. I don't think
you're seeing the levels of his strength now. It's like
what? That's not even his curse ability. That's not even his strength.
That's the point.
I know, but it's his plan. The whole plan.
All I'm saying is that I think we can like skip to like the final parts because I don't think we need to. We don't need to see any. We know how strong he is. We know how strong he is. We don't need to be. It don't need to be proven anymore how strong he is. It's just like it's getting. For me, it's like it's good writing to like for his sister and all this stuff, where it's like, it's interesting because it's like, it's not what you was expecting. But I think in terms of Sukuna, I feel like.
But then again, even though I'm talking about, it's showing how strong Sukuna is, But you have to remember the plan, as we were talking about last time, as Lewis just brought up. His plan is his plan, yo. He needs to make sure he has like full control over the body. And then like you can see that his plan is working because my man is in the fetal position at the end of the thing.
I'm crying. I'm just bored, mate. I'm just bored, bro. That's it. I'm bored of Sukuna as a character.
Yeah, he right now he's like completely unbeatable.
This is it, and it's like yes, we get it. You're unbeatable, yeah. There's no point putting you in a fight where you're just gonna one shot people. If it, like, you know what I mean? He's one shot like 2 people now, like just like that. Like he had a Rio who had a big fight with Yuji, and I was not Yuji, sorry. What's his name? My man with the you know, they did a thing. It was the sword, with the sword. Yeah. Yuta and Rio had a big beef, yeah. Triple domain expansion, sick. Sukuna comes, one shot him. All right, cool. We could have just had that, and then we had this Yorozu beef, and we were like, all right, we know how powerful you are. You know what I mean?
But then, what would you have wanted then for this part of the story?
I don't know. Go back
how is Sukuna gonna take full control over what's his name? What is it? What's his name?
Megami.
Megami, yeah. How's he gonna take full control over Megami's body? And plunge him into darkness, into the eternal darkness that he needs to be in. What's he doing?
He could have faced him in some spiritual realm or whatever they do in these animes, innit? I don't know. Could have done something like that or whatever and cut him up. Look, he talks to Yuji all the time when they were in Shadow Body. You know what I mean?
So you're telling me, yeah, what my man should have done was done the Itachi Genjutsu thing and had him there and influence Tsukiyomi.
Whatever, done his own thing. But I just feel like we know the thing is we know he's strong. We don't need to see how strong he is. And you know what? It was actually more interesting when he was facing against Maki and Yuji together. That was more interesting to watch that because they were turning him up. Obviously, Megami was still holding him back, but they were turning him up. And I think I was more interested in watching that kind of fight rather than this one where it's like he's just so OP. He's just boring. That's basically my thing. He's just so OP. It's boring. Like Kenjaku is like these 2 characters are just ridiculous. It's just
so is the writer really writing himself into a corner with Sukuna?
No.
The thing is, yeah, I would just say Sukuna is so unbelievable, yeah, like unbelievably OP, yeah. Any kind of defeat he has is gonna be like a bit like, nah, I don't think so. You know what I mean? Because if he's the King of Spirits, we've seen him batter everyone, one-shotting everyone. Yeah, he didn't get to kill Yuji because of Megami, yeah. But now, obviously, he's supposedly killed Megami's sister, and Megami's now sunken into the abyss and probably gone for the foreseeable future. So this means that Sukuna is going to be at his max and not even using his abilities. So he's going to have 2 sets of abilities: Megami's 10 shadows and his own divine shrine abilities. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to beat him? Who?
Gojo.
People. How did he get beat the first time?
What, the first time?
Yeah, because he died, right? And he got like imprisoned the first time. So however they did it the first time, they can maybe use that same arse pull technique. Like, oh yeah, boom.
I really think
way back.
That he obviously knows about Gojo, yeah, and I really think that he wanted Megami's ability because he feels Megami's ability can surpass Gojo's ability. Even though Gojo's ability we know is like probably is like OP as well. Sukuna's dominant. He's a smart guy, and that's why he's taking Megami's thing. I think he knows that he can use this to do something, to do a thing to.
But then, so we've seen the majority of Megami's powers, right?
There was 10 shadows. I don't think we've seen all of them.
Alright, so we've maybe seen 6.
Yeah.
Of those 6, even the OP one that destroyed Perfect Sphere, right? None of them can touch Gojo. None of them can touch Gojo.
I mean, okay, so in this fight, yeah, they went to gas up Yorozu, said she beat all these generals, blah blah blah, all these things, yeah, and then she got one shot completely by Sukuna, innit? And obviously, I know Gojo's the guy, I know Gojo's that guy, yeah, but don't know, man. We have to.
But now you're missing it like that.
No, I'm not, bro.
None of these things can touch him because it's still cursed energy. His power like literally controls cursed energy, no? Like it repels it.
But I think he's underestimating Yuji. I think he's gonna do something.
Obviously, what is it? Yuji will save the day.
No, I really think he's being underestimated though, because when he was fighting with Maki, like he was a bit worried, a little bit. But when he's in this, a little bit, they were like, he was.
No, show me the panel. No, he wasn't, bro.
Show me the panel. Show me the panel.
All right, I will show you. I'll show you the panel.
He even said to you,
panel.
mate, it was good that you froze that one, and they laughed at Yuji when they flew off, bro. They were laughing at him.
No, not that bit. You know when they double teamed him?
He wasn't scared of anybody. He was scared of Maki. He wasn't scared of Yuji.
Okay. But I think he's being underestimated.
Yuji's been underestimated. I think Yuji's gonna obviously do a madness later on.
Yeah, he's the main character, innit? They're gonna definitely do something about him. He's the main character, man.
And Tengen's gonna come back alive.
Maybe they might fuse, innit?
Yeah,
they might fuse.
Might fuse.
But yeah, he's definitely gonna come back and do some kind of madness because even though the writer like does a madness to their characters, that doesn't really pull any punches, but I feel like enough has happened to him already where he could have been out of the game. And
obviously Yuji's the main character, so he's got plot armor. He's the only one that will have the plot armor in this story, basically. He might die in the end, who knows, but he'll have plot armor until he has the final fight with Sukuna, if that's the way it's going to go.
I don't think that's going to be the final fight, yo. I don't think it's going to be the final fight.
I
think the final fight is going to be Sukuna versus Gojo.
So I think it's going to be, I reckon it'll be Kenjaku versus Gojo. Because obviously Kenjaku's Gojo away. Yeah, and I think it's going to be Sukuna versus
Yuji.
Yeah, because Kenjaku sealed Gojo, and I think what's going to happen, he'll end up doing his thing with Tengen. They'll make some fortress or something, and these lot will have to invade it or something like that. Then, there'll be Yuta, Maki, is to rescue Gojo, and then they'll rescue Gojo, and then Gojo will end up fighting Kenjaku, or he'll end up fighting someone else. But I think Sukuna's definitely gonna be the fight. It might not be the final fight, but that'll be them two. That'll be their last fight, basically. It might not be the final ultimate fight in the manga, but that'll be their last fight. And yeah, I think Maki, what's his face? Because remember, Kenjaku's still got quite a few people that remember in the Shibuya incident. There's quite a few people that were in his crew. So there's those lot there as well, and they're probably going to help him to fight against these lot. So these lot will take one by one, someone powerful, until there's something like that. I reckon is going to happen. I could be wrong. It could be mad. It could just kill everyone, and the manga ends, and I'll just start laughing.
That would be the craziest ending. Imagine that domain expansion on the whole world. Everyone done out here.
Cuts the one in half, and he just eats Kenjaku's brain and oh, fuck you, bro.
Yeah, that's mad. That's right. So moving on from this section, we see Megumi at the end, right? Final panel, right? With the tears coming down of his eyes, fetal position, all that kind of stuff, right?
His sister, bro.
What are we predicting?
I still think she's not dead, and I think for now, I think Sukuna's got what he wanted, yeah. He's gonna get what he wants, but it's gonna be one of those things where I think during a battle, he's gonna try and do something, and then Megumi's essence is gonna come and stop him. I think. But
during this battle?
No. During another battle. Just during
Okay.
I think this battle's done. I think he's killed her. I think the writer's just gonna be no, she's dead. I think that's it. I think that's what he's deep. He's just no, she's dead. But I think, there's gonna be something. Megumi's not gone, basically.
I think Megami's going to do a prison cell workout. He's just going to be doing press ups in there. He's just going to be getting mad strong. He's just going to be getting, and then he's just going to beat Sukuna inside. Maybe he's going to do that. Maybe he's going to be the one that beats Sukuna.
They'll become friends.
Gives him mad indigestion.
I think he's finished, man. He's just going to be there, finished. His whole mind is gone. He's. You know when you see a broken man just
he looks super
shriveled up, don't know what to do with life anymore. Just
it could be possible. It could be possible. I mean,
yeah.
But do you guys want to give your scores for next week? Oh wait, sorry.
This one was right, 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7.5. Liked it. So
you want to give yours?
Yeah, I'll give it a 7 on this one. I think it, like you said, it's a little bit pointless, but it's still cool.
Just gonna give it a 6, man, because although the Jujutsu Kaisen is good, it's just a bit of a waste of time.
I hear it.
I mean, could have had, I don't know. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys, to another edition of Panel Frames Manga Podcast. It's been interesting. I like Jujutsu Kaisen. Is it gonna get a bit more original? I mean, Phil seems to be happy with all the darkness going on.
Yeah, I like it, man. I like it. Spare no prisoners.
I don't think Megami is gone. But if it is gone, that's brave writing from the author. That is brave stuff. Chainsaw Man obviously is getting interesting. We'll see how far this arc goes, and can Denji, and who's gonna be the MVP of this arc, Denji or Asa? What's gonna happen? But like, subscribe, and join us next week, guys, for when we chat some more. Catch you later.
Peace. Thank you for checking out our podcast. If you want to see some more, check out the videos on the left and right. And in the meantime, if you could subscribe, like, and even leave a comment,